We're on Dash X, and that is Reese, who joins us live right now in studio for his first radio interview.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
We are thrilled to finally have you. We've been following you since 2015.
Yes, it's been the longest time.
There goes the song. Has been the longest time for sure. Proud supporters since Don't Go, I believe. Mm-hmm. And so now you were born in California.
I was, yes.
And raised in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Was music something you grew up with over there?
Definitely. I think we were able to listen to anything we wanted to, which was really helpful. My parents weren't super strict on the music we could listen to. So, yeah, my mom was playing music all the time, and me and my siblings always listened to like all types of music.
What kind of music did you enjoy listening to?
I think a lot of pop, weirdly. Like I loved just like anything on the radio, but I also really loved Enya. I remember when Only Time came out and I was like 5 years old, and that was my favorite song.
That was my jam too.
That was my favorite song. I would just listen to it all the time.
When did you start writing and singing?
I started writing probably when I was about 15, and I've been singing my whole life, but definitely started writing seriously when I was 15. Like after, you know, like Channel Orange came out and 21 by Adele and Born to Die by Lana Del Rey, I started, you know, considering maybe writing and seeing how that turns out, because those artists made me feel a type of way. So I was like, you know what, I want to see if I can do that for other people.
Would you say those are some of your favorite artists?
Definitely. I think my favorite artist by far, though, is Imogen Heap. Like that's my all-time favorite artist.
Awesome. I always loved Frou Frou.
Yeah, I love Frou Frou.
Very, very good album. Now, 3 a.m. is the first single off of your debut EP, which is coming out in early 2019, titled I'm Not Sure Yet. And 3 a.m. was written and recorded with Jazz Freezy. What changes as a result of this collaboration, you know, with a mainstream producer as far as the output of your music?
I think that, I don't know, I think I've just been more like exploring different things. I think, you know, working with somebody who's mainstream, I felt comfortable maybe trying to be more mainstream. I think I've always kind of tried to avoid it, but I think that I was able to find a way to make it mainstream but still myself, especially, and Jazz definitely helped me do that.
I'd agree. And he's worked with Drake, Lil Yachty, Rick Ross. Yeah. So, you know, it does still feel like your own sound. Yeah. So I'm curious because I know, does he work with any of the other tracks that's going to be on the EP?
No, that's the only one he's on for the EP.
Great. Anybody else you're working with on your other tracks coming up?
Yeah, I have a lot of people I'm working with. One of the persons I'm most excited working with is this guitarist named Heavy Mellow, and he's an artist, and he's so dope, and he's just probably one of the most talented people I've ever met in my entire life. And so that's actually the next single that we're releasing, and I'm just so excited. Yeah, Life. I'm so excited for everyone to hear that one. That one's probably one of my most favorite songs I've ever done.
And for the listeners who may not know, he worked on Halsey's debut album, Badlands, and Lito's Everything. So what a treat, huh?
Yes.
And is he also really great to work with too?
Yes, he's amazing. He's, you know, he's super creative, and he's super like down to try anything, which is really good to have, but he also can help guide me in directions, you know, and so he's just a great person to be around and work with.
Great. Well, we can't wait to hear the music coming up. As far as your live show, I know that there was a quote in Billboard that I liked. Although most Reese listeners couldn't point him out in a festival lineup, his music has resonated with millions on Spotify. You just signed with Paradigm for your live side of things.
I did.
I feel like that's going to change.
I hope so.
Sarah Bullwinkle is working with Reese at Paradigm, and she represents Billie Eilish and among many other brilliant artists. So you excited for that stage of your career as well?
So excited. That's probably, you know, in my life, I'm not super confident about anything, including my music. I think I doubt myself, but when it comes to like a live performance, I know I can do it. So I'm very excited for people to be able to see that.
You've been practicing your whole life.
Oh, yes, I've been practicing. Even now, I still practice like all the time. So I'm just so excited.
Do you have a favorite music story, something interesting that has happened since you've begun in the game here?
I don't really know. I think just, you know, my whole journey has been really odd. I think when I got, you know, signed a publishing deal with BMG, that was kind of a really weird thing for me because they found me on SoundCloud.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's just like, and even like meeting my manager, Seif, he heard me on a mixtape in Chicago. Like one of his friends had a mixtape, and like, you know.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And then he just reached out. It's just like everything's kind of been odd, but it's been really cool. This whole journey's been weird.
Great. Well, we're going to close out with your other most recent single, Lost in Translation, that's about to play. That was featured on an Urban Outfitters vinyl mixtape.
Yes.
How did that come about, and how did that feel?
I don't know how that came about. It was really random. I was very excited to have that happen. And, you know, I was actually at Urban Outfitters yesterday, like getting clothes, and I saw the vinyl. Yeah, go buy the vinyl. But I was looking at clothes, and I saw the vinyl, and it's just so weird to even see my name like on there. It's just a really great feeling.
Well, thank you so much, Reece, for joining us, for coming all the way down.
Having me.
And your debut EP, I'm Not Sure Yet, coming out in February 2019. Shout out to your fans.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. I'm so excited for you guys to hear this EP. Thank you so much.
Thank you again, Reece. And this is Lost in Translation on Dash X.
It's true.